A conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on youtube.com/take a breath or on all of your audio platforms. Actually, no, hold on. Let me go back. YouTube, but when you go on there at takeabreathpod, which is also where you can find all of our social medias. And then going over to the audio podcast, you know what I just realized?
What?
After how many shows have we done? This is show number 30.
This is show 30.
You know what I have not done a single time?
What?
When talking about the audio podcast, I never tell anyone to look for it under a conversation with Judy and Ryan.
I just thought the people would know, but I mean,
well, because I'm always talking about at TABPOD or at YouTube, right? But then I completely forgot that just on the audios, it's just the name of the podcast. And I realized that last week when I was my brother came into town and I was trying to tell him like how he could find me and everything like that. And he's like, I'm not so much on YouTube, but I do lots of podcasts on like Apple or whatever. I'm like, oh, yeah. Go to Apple. And I start saying at TV. I was like, oh, no, it's not that. You have to look
up TABPOD.
A conversation. Oh, man.
So did he find us though eventually?
Yes. Okay. We are easy to find if you know what you're looking for.
Very true.
Oh man, see, this is what it takes to build a small business. You have to have all of these kind of mishaps at the beginning ish, 6 months in.
Better late than never.
Yeah, exactly. So we are at all of your audio podcasting platforms: Apple, Google, Spotify, Amazon. Just search for us under A Conversation with Judy and Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Judy, how's your week been? I want to start there today. How have you been? What's going on?
I've been good. Honestly, it's so hot out here that it's just physically draining. Like whenever we leave the house, I don't ever want to leave again.
So God. What have the temperatures been?
Like 105, 104. And, it's like 60% humidity, and it's just not fun to be outside, like, at all right now.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we're in the hundreds, so I haven't been feeling the, oh my God, it's so hot, I just can't live mentality yet. I also like it hotter, so maybe that could be it, but
maybe, yeah. Yeah,
because I always get into arguments with not arguments, but like debates with my dad, because he's the kind of person he'll love it as cold as it can get.
Yeah,
and I hate I would 1,000 times rather be in the hottest of hot environments than a single moment in like sub-zero freezing temperatures.
Oh man, I'm with your dad, honestly. I'd rather be cold just because I'm sure everybody feels the same way. When it's cold, you can bundle up. Great. I can put layers on. I can put a hoodie on. I can put a jacket over my hoodie and I'm good.
No. See, this is the difference. This is what I'm saying. I don't disagree with what you just said, but this is where the debate gets lost in the minutia. Okay. Because we are not talking like, oh, the AC is on and I have to put my man's hoodie on. Okay. We are not talking, oh, it's cold and freezing out. No, we're talking Antarctic cold. Okay.
Who's experienced Antarctic cold? I've never been to Antarctica. Have you been to Antarctica?
Twice last summer.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, I was like, wait, I don't remember that. I mean, cool for you. Good for you if you did, though. Like,
no, honestly, that's the thing. That's the thing. You act confident about something. People believe you.
I was like, oh, I don't remember.
No, okay,
that,
fine.
Okay.
maybe I'm being a bit much with saying Antarctic colds, right? But I am talking about that kind of cold that, like, no matter how many layers you put on, it is cutting through, and you are feeling.
Okay.
It.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what. So like upstate Buffalo cold. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I would much rather, if I have the choice of being in the temperature of like a Las Vegas or a Texas where it's 105 to 110 or whatever, I'd much rather be in that kind of temperature than sub 40 degrees or whatever you get in the Buffalo. Wilds of Buffalo.
All right, fine. If you put it that way.
I put it this way: Antarctica or a lava pit. Which do you choose?
Would I rather freeze to death or burn alive? Exactly. I don't know.
It's an easy choice if you think about it. Oh man.
Oh God.
Anyway, sorry. So back to your story.
Back to, the week. Aside from it being hot, it's been a pretty easy week at work because all my bosses are gone. And it never happens. But I feel that like two of my other bosses didn't realize our main boss was on vacation this week and they're not really supposed to travel while he's gone. But
but guess what? He's out of town. So who's going to know?
Who's going to know? Who's going to know at this point? But they all come back tomorrow and I'm like, I got a lot of work done this week and I'm kind of like proud of myself. I just put on my headphones and just went away to work. Nobody bothered me. And
isn't it nice when you get to, like, don't get me wrong, I love getting to talk to all of my coworkers and everything, but isn't it nice when you get those days, because they're so far and few between, that you just get to do your job all day and nothing else?
And nothing else.
Yeah.
How was your week?
It's been busy, like super busy. I haven't had any issues with anybody or anything. Hey, doggo.
He just waltzed in here.
Yeah, it's fine. But it was just like I feel like we were down staff like usual on Monday and Tuesday, and we're recording on a Wednesday. So today was we were down staff again today. So yeah. And I kept having a bunch of people come and actually need to sit with me at my desk today. So I'm sure I'm going to get yelled at about my call count being super low tomorrow. So
again,
uber excited about that. I mean, I don't know. I will reserve judgment. Okay. We will talk about this next week. I'm hoping that, you know what? I walk in and it's just like, oh yeah, cool. I'm sorry that I was out or whatever. Right. But who knows? Who knows if I get talked to about it or not? I'm just saying, like, I had a customer come in today and he goes, after I was in working with him, he's like, where's your manager? I was like, God damn it, what'd I do? I thought it was good. And I go, it's this lady over here. And I introduce him and he goes, I just want you to know that this is the best experience I've had in an office, especially related to insurance ever. He's awesome. Thank you. And I was like, oh, please remember that tomorrow when I'm getting yelled at over my call count.
Yeah.
She doesn't yell at me. I'm just saying, like, remember to tell people about it. Anyway.
Yeah.
So the week so far has been fine, I guess, nothing special. Oh, some cool stuff did happen though. Okay. And I'm surprised that you didn't even notice yet. But first, let me listen.
Love it. I love it.
For anyone who is an audio listener only, because you searched a conversation with Judy and Ryan on all of your audio platforms. Sorry, I got a text from Alex. She just asked me something that we have already talked about, love. You literally already asked me if I wanted anything from this restaurant. And I told you that if they had anything that you could get like a takeaway meal, like they have it pre-made already, that I would get that. And she just texted me. She knows that I'm recording and she texted me. I still love you. I still love you.
We do. Lots of love.
No. Hold on, Judy. This is between me and her right now.
Oh.
Sorry, I apologize for yelling. I still love you. But I mean, like, help me help you. Okay. All right.
All right.
So hold on one second. I'm so sorry. Let me.
Oh, it's okay. Respond. Or else she gonna come back with no food. Rocket, why are you in here?
So this is such bad content. I apologize to anyone. Good Lord. Man boy texts his fiance about dinner.
It's okay. I'm wondering why my dog is in here. So
Okay.
very confused.
All right. Sorry. What was I talking? Oh, yeah. So for anyone who was before we got way sidetracked by the important stuff, for anyone who was not able to be watching us on youtube.com, I'll stop saying youtube.com. Anyway, I'm very frazzled by this text. Damn it.
Okay.
I am wearing a Stanley Cup champion Golden Knights shirt. Very happy about that. And then also, oh yeah,
a new hat.
Oh yeah, I love this hat so much.
I'm glad that you got your stuff, even though you never put an email address in. So it's all possible, guys.
so here's the thing. I haven't gotten all of it yet.
Oh, spoke too soon.
Okay, so far I have received I got a shirt and a tumbler for Father's Day. That was awesome. And then I got my hat and I've gotten some socks. I did get my socks.
Okay.
I was going to show you the socks, but I've misplaced them. I don't know where they are. So we'll talk about the socks another time. I'm still waiting on.
It's fine.
I'm waiting on my flag. I got that. I got a car decal and my patch. Those are the three things I'm still waiting on.
Okay.
So
fair. Got it.
All right. But yes, real quick, I love this hat so much. And I say that because I'm sure that all hockey championship hats are very similar to this, but the NFL championship hats are usually the ones I've had are like made out of a weird material, like they're felt. And this is like, I feel like I could wear this on the daily and not ruin it, unlike that hat. So just chef's kiss to whomever designed the hat. Good on you. Okay.
Good on y'all.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that's our week.
Yeah.
Oh, Judy, I have to say thank you. You created a Google Doc.
Oh I remembered.
I love you so much. I was like, I was in my email one day. I was like, what? Judy shared something with me that's not just the normal Zoom link. What?
Yeah. What is that?
And then I saw and I was like, God damn it, she did it. I keep saying I'm going to do it. She was just like, fuck it, I'm not waiting on you, and did it.
Yeah, I tried, because like I said, it's been a quiet week. Also, you notice I said you have like a ton of jobs, right?
We're going to talk about that too. Don't worry. I saw that in your list of things to talk about. Okay.
I'm like, been a quiet week. So, after like some downtime after I finished my work, I was like, let me just go ahead and create this. So, we don't have to worry about it later. It's already done.
No, I mean, thank you so much. And, honestly, it's been super helpful for me, especially on a short week. I think that I have so many more ideas in the chamber, right? Bang, bang. I have so many more ideas in the chamber because I've been able to put them down on something because I have the app on my phone. So I just open it up, type it in real quick, and then I'm good to go again instead of putting it on a piece of paper, hoping that I remember to bring that piece of paper home and then write it down on my notebook. Oh, God, no, this is
so much easier this way.
Why do I do things such old manny?
It's your age showing.
Look, I have a book of paper in front of me.
Creeping up on you.
I did find like a full on white hair in my strand of curls the other day.
Pulled it out.
No, I'm distinguished as fuck.
Okay.
After the summer, I'm gonna have my lordship back. I can be,
Okay.
I mean,
little salt and pepper action.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The TikTok stuff on that has gone well. The going to the gym stuff, I'm getting there.
Oh, good.
We getting there.
Good.
Okay.
I have noticed that TikTok's very, very happy that you stayed on that. I was like, wow, new video. Hell yeah.
Well, not only that, but also I have expanded.
Oh.
So you did send me a bunch of job things this week, right? And I'm sure you're probably still like, where the hell is this dude's resume, right?
Yeah.
And I have not. I looked at the stuff you sent me. I haven't filled out any applications yet, not because I didn't like any of the things. Thank you again. But because I've been super busy this week, figuring out and coming up with another way for us to have content be put out there. So I'm taking in my editing process, and that's why it took so long this week, just because I had to figure out the process of it, right? But in my editing process, I'm now taking a bigger clip, editing that down to a smaller degree, in which we're just taking out the, the ums and uhs. And I say like a lot. Why do you let me say that so much?
I don't know. Maybe I don't notice it.
That's why, honestly, that's probably why I get along with why I'm part of the girls, because I say like so much. God. Maybe. I'm Alicia Silverstone and Clueless. Good Lord. But I'm taking those, and so that's longer form content, even if it's only like a minute or 3 minutes or whatever, but that we can put on the channel so that there's just more stuff and it's more palatable. Because you know what? Like, sometimes having to add an entirely new podcast to your routine is daunting, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to deprive you of all of this goodness. So we make it bite-sized for you. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I also created a new social media board to go at the end of those. And I've been so that's what I've been working on this week, which is
very exciting for the podcast.
Yes, I'm very happy. I almost dropped them, like one of them this morning, and then I was like, no. Let's actually put a proper thumbnail on there. Let's not just slap it on the internet like we do with everything. We are taking the time and looking at the details now, people. Okay. Yeah. That's where we're at. We have Google Docs. We're gonna have thumbnails. Okay. Thumbnails. I'm gonna redo the board that our heads are talking on right now. I'm gonna redo it because I was watching it the other day and I was like, that is violent on the eyes right now. Okay. That needs to be calmed down. So I'm going to do that. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Lots of new things happening, guys.
I'm very excited. Very excited about all these things. So and then exciting. After I do all that, I still have to do the other stuff and like upgrade my resume, which I'll get to, I promise. But
just have AI write it for you.
Oh God. Okay, so speaking of AI, real quick. Oh, okay. I'm glad that you said something. Guillermo del Toro. This is actually something that I had saved. Guillermo del Toro, he was talking about artificial intelligence. Okay, and he said, I don't fear that AI. I'm sorry. I don't fear AI. I fear natural stupidity, right? Okay. And that got me thinking, because earlier on the list, I put a story about what people are doing with the Meta AI. Uh-huh. Did you see that?
Yes. I try to figure it out. I don't understand your notes, but
no. I do that specific, just so you know. I did that. I do that with my notes specifically so that you're not like thinking, like knowing the whole story ahead of time, right? So yeah, that's why you're good.
I was like, what are these little abbreviations he has over here? I have no idea what he's doing.
Sorry, I probably should have let you see. People, we really don't talk at all except for during this show. Oh. Oh my God, what was I talking about? Damn it, you got me off track.
Guillermo del Toro and AI.
Oh yeah. So in our notes, I have it about how people are using Meta's AI to basically create sex robots. Oh. Right? So remember a couple weeks ago when I was telling you that this is how we die? Like, this is it. This is how Skynet becomes born, because it just becomes so disgusted with what we do to it. And then finally it's like, no, it's a plus on society in general if you're just not here anymore. Yeah. This is natural stupidity. Oh my God. Why does everything have to turn into a rule? Is it Rule 36? No, it's not Rule 36. Good Lord, I can't remember anything. You have no idea what I'm talking about,
I
do
have
you?
no idea. I was like, Rule 36? What are the other
It's
35
Rule
rules?
36 of the internet.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean it's not 36, but I'm saying that's the rule. No, shoot. Judy, fill time for me. Don't just
Oh,
look.
I was like, I'm just waiting for you. I thought it was
No,
gonna
I
pop up
get
on
that,
you
but I'm saying
already.
we have content to fill. You can't just be staring. You're like, I don't know what the hell he's looking for. I get that I'm throwing you
Just gonna let him do
out
it.
there in the deep end.
Wait, okay, so I didn't even hear anything about sex robots. Like we were talking about like those Google Vision. Like, does that have anything to do with these sex robots too?
I
Like
mean, it wasn't Google. We were talking about Apple Vision, right?
Apple Vision,
So
yes.
I'm sure that Meta has its own AI, just like all of these companies have their version of AI now, right? All the
Okay.
big ones, Apple, Google, Meta.
Yeah.
And people, when they're getting access to it in the betas, are being able to create like virtual sex robots
Hmm.
that just
Oh.
do all the stuff.
That do all the stuff.
Let's see.
That's oh, I see. This is where like people take advantage of something that's, like I don't know if AI is even good for us, but why they always gotta ruin something good? I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I don't know why we always have to. I don't know if we're ruining it, but what I will say, I don't know why everything has to get turned into porn. And that's what Rule 34 is. Sorry, I missed it before. Not 36. I missed it by 2. But Rule 34 is basically what it equates to is that anything that is on the internet has been made into porn in some version.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yes.
usually equated to like cartoon characters or video
Mhm.
game characters or stuff like that. A
Yeah.
lot of My Little Pony stuff on there, unsurprisingly.
It's very odd.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
But that's what this is. That as soon as they could, as soon as anyone can, they use it for porn, whether it's sex bots or deep fakes where you're putting celebrity faces on stuff. They've been doing stuff like that since I was in elementary school, since the early days of the internet, when you had AOL dial-up, when it's like
Beep,
right?
beep. Yeah.
Oh my God. And I I remember someone photoshopped Eminem's head on one body and Britney Spears' head on the other body. And I will leave you to the details.
Oh,
But I'm
God.
saying, like, it's been out there for a minute.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, and this is what we do. This is what we do as a society. Everything. This is what I'm saying. Like, at some point, the computer is just going to be like, so wait, all y'all do is take and murder and pillage and turn it into porn. Fuck it. I'm done.
Like,
I
y'all
am
don't
done.
deserve this. Deserve none of it.
We're starting over. Hard restart. I'm pulling the cord
On
out
the
for
whole
30 seconds
planet.
and then I'm gonna plug it back in. Okay. Speaking of technology, you put in here Timu got me. And I told you in the pre-show when I got to lay eyes on your husband, I was so happy. Was so happy. But and he's so nice. Like, because he, as manly as he is, he was still like, is it okay if I come in here? And I'm just like, bro, this is your domain. Okay, you do what you want to do.
Exactly.
I don't know what kind of voodoo you got going on in that house. Okay, but like, yo, you get yours, Keith. Okay. Oh, by the way, there's been a couple times that I specifically like said your husband instead of his name, only because I was afraid I was going to say the wrong name.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to be
Don't worry
saying
about it.
I don't want to say something that I was just like, yeah, that's right, Steve. And you're like, who the fuck is Steve?
Right?
So, but but
Sorry,
you
Temu.
said that Timu got you, and I was saying that this is the one thing I if you're not aware of what Timu is, it is the latest Wish.com or AliExpress uber cheap items that you basically are buying from a warehouse in China somewhere. And then because of that, you're getting at an uber cheap price, but they are also shipping it like UPS to you. So you have to wait. Literally, it'll go on a shipping vessel sometimes, and you're waiting like 2-3 months for this stuff to show up.
Yeah.
So, so Temu is the newest version of that, and it is getting a ton of publicity and advertising on all of the major social medias.
Yes.
How did it get you, Judy? How?
All right, let me just say, so TikTok again. I honestly should just delete that app at this point. But I watch like on my For You page, every other video now is like Temu item versus Amazon item. And there's like, the two exact or not exact items, but say they're like two makeup bags that they're comparing. Amazon price is like $30. Temu price is like $5. And
I'm surprised they're telling you $5. I've seen a ton of them where it's like Temu price $3.72.
Exactly. Who knows how they come up with these prices? But regardless of that, so I'm watching them. I was like, damn, $5 for that bag. I want one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go see what's on Temu and download the little app. And they got a whole bunch of shit up there. Like I never ordered anything from like Wish or AliExpress. That wasn't really my thing. But I was like, you know what, Temu, you're interesting. And they did like this promo where they give you like $100 credit, which probably really isn't really a big promo at this point, but they give you like $100 credit if you buy any of these. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna order some things.
How much did you end up spending on Temu? I gotta find out.
I ordered like 10, 12 things, right? For like under $50.
Nice. Now, okay, so here's the question though. Yeah. Because like I said, you're basically buying the same quality of item that is essentially what you find from a street vendor, you know?
Right.
So what are your expectations of the quality of the items?
Okay, so I bought another one of these tumbler things, right? So I'm hoping that if it's
it has a specific name. What's it called?
This is a Stanley.
No, isn't it like a gherkin or something?
No.
A
gherkin?
No, that's a pickle. Oh, there was a specific name that we had said before when we were talking about your tumblers, and now
I don't remember what you called it.
No, it's not that I called it that. It's what it was called. You said it.
They were these are like knockoffs, but like the original ones is a Stanley tumbler. It's what it was called.
Yeah, no, it had a either way. We're getting off topic. Temu.
Anyways, Temu.
So you got another tumbler.
Another tumbler. If it performs anything like this one, so I bought this one for like $30, and the one from Temu was like $6 something. I'm like, okay, if it performs and holds the ice just like the way it does, it's a win. It's already a win. It doesn't even matter about the other items that I bought because who knows? And who knows?
Yeah, it's a win until it like gives you lead poisoning or something.
Yeah, exactly. But how would we know? Maybe I would die like years later. How we gonna know it was? How we gonna know it's from that? It could have been from something else.
You know how much stuff they're doing in my backyard right now? You think I'm worried about some Chinese knockoff tumbler? All right.
Oh,
okay, man, so we got a tumbler. We got a bag.
I got a bag, a makeup bag, and a fanny pack that's supposed to be like a knockoff of the Lululemon fanny packs.
Okay.
But there's just a bunch of other stuff that I just started adding into my cart. And then it's one of those, okay, so I don't know if anyone has ever ordered from like Shein. Like I order all my clothes from Shein, like all my work clothes. And it's just super cheap, straight from China clothes, right? And the thing is, like during the pandemic, you don't know whenever you're going to get your stuff. They'll tell you there's like an extended long period. It'll come in like August when you ordered it back in June. Like, all right. So
it's on
this
a
one,
shipping crate or
it'll
container.
get here eventually. And at first, I'm like, when I first started ordering from Shein, I was like, maybe it's like a scam. Like, there's no way these clothes are that cheap and I'm never going to get them type thing. But eventually they came and now I just order from them regularly. So that's kind of what I'm looking towards for
So it's like
Temu.
every time you get your order, you order some more stuff because you're like, all right, cool.
But all right,
I
it's
can
not
wait a couple
scam. We're
more
not
months
scam.
now.
So Temu's like, oh, we'll give you, like $50 back if you don't get it by July 6th or some crazy like thing like that. I was like, all right. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated whenever I end up getting this package in the mail.
So
But I
I've done
remember what?
no, go ahead.
No, but there's this TikTok of a mailman or a UPS man saying, y'all need to stop ordering from Temu because it comes in like an orange bag, like an orange plastic bag. And they're like, we can't fit it in your mailbox and we can't just hide it anywhere. Like, what do you want us to do with this Temu bag? It's just gonna get stolen if it's on your doorstep. They're gonna know it's an orange bag from Temu.
It's like a big announcement. It's like, package here, come get me.
Exactly. It's a Target.
Oh man. I was gonna say I've ordered a lot of stuff off of Wish and a decent amount off of AliExpress. And yeah, it's hit and miss, because sometimes you'll get stuff and it's like, oh, this is just they had extra of whatever toy or electronic they had extra before it was sent out. But other times they will straight up just steal your money and you will never get that stuff ever. So it's 50-50. It really, buyer beware.
Buyer beware, but we'll see how Temu goes.
So question, you said you had a Celsius update, but you also said it was quick. Could you fit it in with what we have left, or do you want to hold off?
Yes, let me just tell you guys. So remember a couple months ago, I said there was a Celsius class action lawsuit happening because they advertised that like something about weight loss, but
that it was a fat burner and everything. Yeah, that it causes fat loss. Yeah.
So I submitted my little class action, settlement suit, and like a couple weeks ago, I randomly got a Zelle said from Celsius class action settlement for $23. So
nice.
Your girl got $23 back. But
nice. I only get like. I got a person calling me the other day, and he was very interested in if I was okay that a Brianna Smith had just zelled me some money.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't get like no one ever gives me money. They're just trying to scam me out of money. I told him, I was like, oh, yeah, I love Brianna. She's fine. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Bye.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He was like, wait, are you sure? Click.
Are you sure? Yeah, this is great. What? Thanks for the money.
Yeah. Zelle always texts me, and if I don't get a text message, then Zelle did not happen. So I'm not worried about that one. I'm not 1,000 years old yet.
Yeah. No.
Wait until like we're just like blinking and that's how we're paying people. Then I'm gonna be fucked out of my money. Sir, could you blink right here, please? Why?
You gotta keep you hold your eyes open, like why?
Oh God.
But so I love that. And ever since I've signed up for more class action settlements that are happening out there.
No, this is how you and Keith retire. Okay. This is how it's gonna happen. Just slowly but surely, you get all of these lawsuits done, and then you invest that money, and then that money makes you more money, and it's just growth, and it's beautiful. Exactly. Either that, or like you get to supersize it the next time you go to McDonald's. I don't know, but
regardless, it's.
But no, I am actually like seriously. Congratulations! Like anything like that just happens because. Yeah, like you put in the effort. Don't get me wrong, you didn't really do anything other than like send an email, but you put in the effort, so you deserve that $23.
Thank you. It took the time, the 2 minutes to do it. So hey.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, I'm gonna tell you why Baseball is not the national sport of America. That's actually football. Find out right here. A conversation with Judy and Ryan. Yee! All right. Welcome back to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here, youtube.com/take a breath. But really just find us at takeabreathpod, anywhere where it's video, anywhere that it's audio, a conversation with Judy and Ryan. It's going to be a journey for me to have to add this in now. Okay. Like I really was getting a flow and now just, okay. So I know that I teased you guys with, talking about why football is actually America's pastime. But real quick, Judy, did you see any of the moves that the Golden Knights made today?
Yes, I did. The latest one I saw, Riley Smith was traded. Oh my God, so sad. I actually really loved Riley Smith.
Riley Smith was awesome. Thank you so much for your service.
Loved him from the very beginning.
One of the original Misfits.
Yeah.
So that,
I saw Barbie.
I was going to say, the Lord taketh, but he also giveth. And we re-signed Barbie.
5 year, I saw.
Wow. And I didn't see anything about finalizing it, but Aiden Hill was supposedly working on like a 2-year, $10 million contract, which I thought was super team friendly.
Yes.
If that's what it ends up being. So,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do you know that baseball is considered America's pastime, correct or incorrect?
Honestly, until you just mentioned it, I forget that that's what baseball is considered as.
Right? Now,
yeah.
Now, normally people, when they make this argument as to why football americano is considered the pastime of the U.S., it's because of just that, the popularity, right?
Yeah.
Because so many people watch it because it is something there's only in the regular seasons, 18 weeks? And then you have the playoffs and every game is worth so much and all of this stuff, right?
Yes.
But what if I told you that it actually is our pastime because of how well it mirrors our society, unlike baseball?
Okay. Tell us more. Enlighten me, because I'm very
right. Did I hook you? I hooked you. So first, baseball as a viewing game, it is designed for community. It is designed for people to be able to be around this game in person for hours and hours on end, to the point where they have had to legislate ways into the game to make it shorter, right?
Yeah.
It is a game designed for people to want to be around each other and eat peanuts and Cracker Jacks and watch their team play. Football is a game designed for television. You watch a game in person and the atmosphere can be awesome, right? Yeah. But you watch it and it's like a little bit of action, 30 seconds of nothing. A little bit of action, 30 seconds of nothing.
Right.
But you watch it on TV, you have a little bit of action, you have a replay, you have a commercial, you got a guy with a he's drawing little different symbols and
X's
plays
and O's and
boom.
Yeah.
And all the things, like it is, we are stimulating you every minute of this, every second of this, right? Yeah. To the point, they got Nickelodeon in on this now. You had Patrick Starr roasting Russell Wilson last year, right? It is just, we are going to attack the television format in any way, shape, and form. It is perfectly designed for that, right?
Yes.
And I would say that America is a television country, to say the very least.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think that we're really a country that sits around communing anymore. I think we've turned more into a country of people who don't want to talk to their neighbors, of people who want to look at their screens all day and enjoy the things that make them happy, compared to having to deal with any of the BS that anyone next to us has.
Okay. Yep.
That's part 1 of 4, just so get locked in. So in baseball, we're talking about the actual sport now. In baseball, it is an underdog versus a Goliath in every single at bat because you have a pitcher, you have an infield, you have an outfield, and you have a catcher all trying to beat the batter. When the pitcher throws the ball, if the ball is hit by the pitcher or the hitter, every single person on that team is doing their best to catch that ball to get him out. So it is always an underdog versus a Goliath.
Okay.
Okay. In football, they try to make it seem like it's fair, but it's not. Oh, they'll tell you that it's 12. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that it's 11 on 11. And that since the rules or that the teams are so equally matched that any team on any day has a chance to win. But really, the rules are designed so that the offense has an advantage over the defense. So any team that has a good offense is going to be better by proxy because of the way that the rules are set up. Almost like a capitalist system in which people are told if you work hard over a number of years, you're going to actually be able to retire happily. But in actuality, you actually have to do all these other things outside of actually working.
Yes.
Set yourself up.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Part 3. The workforce in baseball is criminally overpaid. You have contracts that go 300, and I'm not trying to say anyone shouldn't get their money. Don't get that twisted.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when we look at how sports go, right? For popularity, you have baseball that in this country, the country of its pastime, it's maybe the third most popular sport after basketball and definitely football. And yet you have athletes that are commanding 10-year, $350, $400 million salaries.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
But then we go over to football. And the workforce is criminally underpaid.
Oh.
Because you have... Now, look, you have some people making $40 million, the quarterbacks. I'm not saying that you cannot be rich. I'm not saying that these men in general are not rich. But what I am saying is that the average length of a career in the NFL is what? 2.5 years, if that?
Wow. Okay.
And you have more teammates on a team in football than any other sport. I think it's around 54. It might be larger now with the new CBA rules, but you have CBAs that are similar to every other sport. It's not like we have $500 million in salary cap space in football, and then basketball that only has 12 people is doing like, oh, we have a $20 million cap. No, very similar. And those contracts are not guaranteed.
No, they'll tell you a certain amount is guaranteed, but yeah.
And that's if you're one of the lucky ones. If you're one of the either elites at your position or if you're in one of the flashy positions, it's not equal.
Right.
All right. And then speaking of unequal. Hold on. I got to read my writing real quick.
I love that you thoroughly thought this one out, though.
I did.
Very proud of you.
All right. Last but not least, and this actually goes into what we were just talking about. In baseball, everyone has an equal shot at fame. If you're a good hitter or a good fielder or a good pitcher, you have a chance at being famous.
Right.
In the NFL, if you're not one of the glamours, you're not becoming. If you're not a quarterback or a wide receiver, and you honestly, even running backs nowadays are not in that conversation. It's more wide receivers, quarterbacks, DBs. If you're not one of them, it's going to be very hard for you to be a star. You need to be a star in some other way, like how Jason Kelce or Travis Kelce are, because they are so incredibly talented at their position and then also entertaining in every interview that they do. Right?
Yeah.
And I'll prove it to you like this. Not you. Well, yeah, I'll even do it with you right now, Judy. How many members of your offense, and I am not saying that you're not a real fan, okay? I am saying that you are a real fan, as am I. How many members of your offensive and defensive line can you name right now?
Okay,
that's all I needed. That's all I needed, because that is the point. The crux of any team in the NFL, the thing that makes them go more than anything after the quarterback, is the offensive and defensive line. And yet no one, and I'm saying no one in the casual sense, no one knows who these linemen are.
Right. I mean, unless they're like the famous ones, right?
People know Jason Kelce because he got into a Sultan's outfit after they won the Super Bowl and he yelled, "You didn't believe in us." People know Travis Kelce because he was on that reality dating show. You know?
He was?
Yeah, he was on a show. He was. That's what I'm saying. These guys have personalities on top of being on teams that are uber successful and and just being very entertaining. But now that we got those guys, we'll talk about the Chiefs, right? After you get rid of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill's not there anymore and Andy Reid's gone, right?
Yep.
How many people on that team do you think a casual person would know? Keep in mind, this is a team that has been in the AFC Championship every single year for the last 4 years and has been in 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls, won 2 of them. How many people on the team do you think that they would be able to name after those first 5 or 6 main guys?
Probably none.
Right? I'll give people the benefit of the doubt and I'll say 5, right? I'll say that you can name
that's generous,
5 more people. I do also think so. But then hear it from this perspective, right?
Yeah.
So now you've got 5 people and you've got another 6. So you've got 11 people altogether. 11 people that, including coaches, are out of 80 minimum. Don't tell me that baseball is America's fucking national pastime. It is obviously that it is football. Football mirrors our country in almost every single possible way. The people at the bottom work hard, and instead of being benefited in the way that they should be, and don't get me wrong, I'm not turning this into that whole thing,
right?
But I think that we in general can say that the CEOs at the top take way too much advantage of certain situations that they can because of laws. And that's football. The rules show that a quarterback can make a team exponentially better than any other position on the field.
Yep.
So they get all the credit.
Yeah.
CEOs say, "Hey, I made you guys all this money. Oh, I did it by, making my workforce work twice as hard with half the pay, but I made you all this money. I want the credit."
Right. Yeah.
So that is that is why I believe that baseball is for communists and football is America's sport.
Now, do they still consider baseball? It's kind of similar to like how the Cowboys will always be known as America's team.
Right. Even though they haven't won a playoff game.
They ain't done shit in years and decades. Whatever. Do they still consider baseball like that? I don't know.
I'll put it this way. I think if we're talking on a person-to-person level, I would say that our generation and younger would view football as America's pastime, right?
Yeah.
I would say, though, that from older generations and from a branding specific perspective or point of view, baseball brands themselves still as America's pastime. Older folk, like my dad, who is a lifetime football head,
right?
His passion originally was baseball. he originally wanted to be a pitcher, and then he tried throwing a curveball at 12 years old, blew his arm out, and became an offensive lineman instead because he got big and strong.
Yeah.
So, which honestly, ironically enough, if you look at some of like the top end pitchers all time, a few of them would be offensive linemen if they hadn't blown their arms out. Like they are just big, massive pieces. Like honestly, look at Randy Johnson. If you put instead of keeping him skinny, like if he put like 30 or 40 pounds on, he's at the very minimum a tight end. He's a big monster, right?
Okay.
You're like, I was into it. We were talking about how football mirrors America. I'm out of this now, right?
I said my piece.
But yeah, so I would say that baseball brands itself that way, which is why it would still be considered, well, maybe not socially the pastime, still considers itself the pastime.
Okay. So. Fine. Okay.
All right. So now that I got
that 4-part series right there, okay.
I was in my car on the way home and I was like, I heard someone talk about baseball as the pastime, like just in passing, and I was like, no, it's not, it's football. And then I started thinking about just why it would be. And I was like, that's not funny. I want to do it this way.
And so the thing is, like, if you ask me if I've ever watched a baseball game like on TV, just leisurely wanting to watch it, never. I've never done it.
Well, that's
I can leisurely watch any random football game that's on. Like, I don't care who's playing. Like, I'll put it on. Like,
that's my whole point, is that I've been arguing for years, and I don't even think I'm the first one to say it. I'm definitely not, actually. Football is made perfectly for TV. Baseball is not. Baseball is like, we don't know when things are going to happen because the pitcher can throw the ball at any time. And then even if he throws it, we don't know if the batter's going to actually be able to hit it. And or is it going to be a strike?
Is it going to count? Right.
But with football, we know we have guaranteed action in some format every 45 to 60 seconds, depending on what's going on. Right.
Yep. Yeah.
So and then the graphics. Oh my gosh. I geeked out over the football season because Amazon had like Prime Vision or whatever.
Yes, you mentioned that.
Which was just Madden, but in real life. It was just a graphic of a guy running and it says 82 miles per hour. Oh. All right.
Good times.
Have you ever had... Oh no, actually, you know what? I got a work story I want to tell you about real quick.
Oh yes, work.
So
what am I going to call this? Workplace Chronicles with Ryan.
So I have this in the notes as the pettiest thing that you're proud of.
Okay.
Right. So sorry, this guy is still like, you ever have one of those, like, you wish you could meet this person so you could hit them in the face?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to grow as a person. Okay. So okay. I send out my quotes after, I'm doing them. And eventually this one guy emails me back and he goes, I don't know, let's say the quote that I sent was like $236 a month. Right. And he goes, that's insane. I pay $108. You're a joke.
Okay.
Right. But he put your YOUR.
Okay.
Now, normally when someone says that they're not interested, depending on how nice they are, I might not even message them back. I might say, okay, thank you. I'll take you off my list. All these things.
Yeah.
But this guy, I don't know, like, he had me feeling a certain type of way. So I emailed him back, YOU apostrophe RE, and then I put a little what's that called? An asterisk next to it.
Yes.
Like I was correcting him in a text message. Send.
Damn.
And so I was like, all right. He was a little out of line. I was a little out of line. Like, that's gonna be it, right?
Yeah.
I walk into work today. And I have another email. And it says, what wonderful customer service you have. First, you tried to rip me off. Then you insulted me. I hope you're having a good day. But he put Y-O-U-R.
Oh, man.
And so once again, I'm looking at the message and I'm like, if you had just said anything that wasn't completely dickheadedness.
Yeah. You just let it go.
I could let this go.
Right. But
I couldn't. So I replied back, Y-O-U apostrophe R-E asterisk. Send. This one had him livid. Because the first one took like 24 hours to get back to me, right? This one, he was within a couple hours. Like he woke up and he's like, where's my email? And he said,
you chose violence this morning, didn't you? That's really what this is.
So he said, oh, funny man, huh? Let's see how funny you are when I write a Google review to your corporate office about your customer service. But he finally put the right your. So I just said, that's not necessary, sir. I could see that our conversation worked. Thank you so much for your day. If you do decide to write that review, please remember to give me 5 stars. And my name is Ryan. Because if I get 5 stars in my name, I get $10. Oh, so I'm very excited to see what I walk into tomorrow. But like, I don't know. Like I was just, I know that at the end of the day, I'm being childish about it, right? And I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to say that I am correct or more correct about being petty than anyone, or this man who just, like you said, decided to choose violence today. Because it wasn't like I chose peace.
Right.
But honestly, I was so proud of myself. Not the first time, but the second time that I wrote back I was just like beaming, like just in my desk, just like cheesing all day.
Typing it out one finger at a time. Oh,
it was so I'm waiting on that one, but
I love that. No, so when you had that on your notes, I was thinking of like pettiest thing I've done at work. And the only thing I could think of, and I don't even know.
What pause though? That's you reading it differently though, because I didn't say pettiest thing at work. I said pettiest thing that you're proud of.
Oh, like proud of at work.
You just be making up shit as you go. You just be like, I looked at your notes and you was talking. I know you talking about work somehow. That's all you talk about is work. So it's got to be the pettiest thing you did at work that you're proud of.
I thought you said work, but anyways, let me just say. Okay, so I don't know if I would consider this petty, but at my previous employer, when I left my position because I hated my last department after I moved. Anyways, I told my last employer they should interview the guy I trained at my old department that I hated, that they should interview him for my position that I was leaving. And you know what they did? And they hired him. So he's out of like
That's like 4D. I love that. That's like extra.
I did that.
Oh, you made everyone else's life there miserable. All the people, like, I get it.
They made my life miserable.
Well, so the people above you did, the people below you did, or everybody?
The people above me.
Right. So, but that's what I'm saying is that all the people who are going to be below him are going to be you are the reason that they're going to have vengeance in their hearts. Now they're
not my problem.
Now they're going to choose violence because of you. At least when I choose it, it's because I'm like, all right, I will choose to give this man violence because he has given it to me, and it will be cyclical against each other. You're just causing random acts of violence.
Yeah. So,
By the way, a conversation with Ryan and Judy is no way legally liable for anything that may happen to you in the workplace or in the occupational hemisphere. This
yes,
is
thank
legally
you.
binding. I am not a lawyer.
Neither of us are. So,
um, speaking of law, it is criminally insane how expensive tickets are. Am I wrong?
you're not wrong. My God, let me tell you, fucking Ticketmaster, count your fucking days, okay? I'm so tired of your shit. God damn. Ticketmaster and Live Nation, because you're one company. I don't know why you consider yourself two different ones. You're still one company.
Probably for tax purposes. So what happened? How'd they hurt you this time? By the way, I want to also put out there that I do mean this time, because Judy is like every battered woman until they finally get smart and leave the bad situation. You're gonna keep going back.
I'm gonna keep going back.
You're gonna be like, oh, I can have one more taste. I can have one more. It wasn't that bad last time. He only hit me in places where people couldn't see, like the bruise. So really, honestly, that day I hadn't gotten a lot of sleep. So really, I was kind of angry, and it's my fault more than anything. So maybe Ticketmaster is not so bad. I should give Ticketmaster one more shot.
Oh yeah,
Britney Spears is coming into town, and I really need to see "Hit Me, Baby" one more time in person.
Oh man, honestly, if there was literally any other platform not to use or to use instead of fucking Ticketmaster to buy literally any ticket out there, sporting events, Ticketmaster, concert events, Ticketmaster, literally everything's Ticketmaster. But anyway,
why don't you use like the third party market then?
Like the StubHubs and because they're more expensive. Well, yeah, because obviously
we've already cracked it. Fuck you, Ticketmaster. I mean, they are reasonably priced.
I mean, it's the price that you pay instead of the people who sell it for a profit. There's two different things there. I don't know.
Fair enough. I'm sorry. Okay, it was just too perfect.
So I don't know if you're big concert going people, but my husband and I love concerts.
So I was talking about this today at work. I think that I know Alex would love to go to more concerts. Mm-hmm. I think that I would also enjoy them. The issue that for me is that when I was growing up, I was forced to go to so many Neil Diamond concerts because my dad was in the band. So when he's touring, it's like, well, you're too young to be by yourself. You have to come with me to the concert, right? So I've seen Neil Diamond perform in concert. I kid you not, hundreds of times. And you want to know how bad that is for a child who is now 37 and is still a child?
Yes.
Judy, do you know who Neil Diamond is?
No.
That's my point. He's so goddamn old. You don't even know who he is. And yet that's whose concerts I was subjected to night in and night out, surrounded by a bunch of old people just say, song, blue, everybody has one. Honestly, the only people who still know about who Neil Diamond is are Boston Red Sox fans. And that's because Sweet Caroline, it's for some reason their anthem, right? So they sing that song at every game or whatever. And that's the only reason that anyone under the age of 55 still knows who Neil Diamond is. And me, because I had to go to so many lovely concerts. I remember, I'm not even kidding. I remember crying at one. I was so sad for probably because I was at my 999th Neil Diamond concert at the age of 14. And I can't do it anymore, guys. I can't do it. But yeah, so that's why I don't go to many concerts.
Opening up that Pandora's box there for you.
We really need to rename the show from A Conversation with Judy and Ryan to Judy is Ryan's therapist. And Ryan opens up trauma after trauma until he becomes a real boy again. Anyway,
sorry. Okay, so
no. I'm the one who got all up in my feels. Anyway, so you and your husband are concert people.
Yes. So Doja Cat is going on concert. I love Doja Cat.
I hear that her concerts are very entertaining.
I can't wait. I've never been to one, but this is my chance. So a lot of you want to know
whose concert wasn't entertaining? Neil Diamond. Sorry. I'm sure actually they were fine. There was a rotating stage. Fun. It was fine. It's not a rap concert, and I'm a hip hop guy, so I'll stop now and let you go.
Okay, so
by the way, did I say that I hate those? No, I'm sorry. I really don't. I promise.
God damn it, Ryan. Let me finish this story. 8.5 minutes left.
I know. I know. I'm being a child.
Okay, so these big artists or popular artists do this thing that you have to pre-register to get a pre-sale code. And that's kind of how they are limiting bots buying up all these tickets, right?
Okay.
It's a long, extravagant process. Let me just say. So I did it for...
Wait. I'm sorry. What? So we're now mad at Ticketmaster for also making sure that bots don't get all the tickets?
Yes, but let me continue.
They're competitively priced and they're preventing piracy. These bastards.
Listen. Let me continue on with the story, okay? The first time I wanted to do this year was with Taylor Swift. Okay, and everyone knows how popular those tickets were, gone within minutes. But anyway, so Doja Cat, I had to do the same thing. You have to register your Ticketmaster account, and you could be lucky to get a pre-sale code or not. It's honestly, I don't know how their system decides you get a pre-sale code and somebody else doesn't. I honestly don't know. But I got lucky enough to get a pre-sale code. Thank me, because I haven't gotten pre-sale codes for other concerts within the last month or so, because who knows?
I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, Ticketmaster sounds real shitty because not only did you also get the Taylor Swift concerts, but you got the pre-sale code for Doja Cat. Fuck these guys.
God damn it. Okay. Anyways, Doja Cat, got it. I'm in line on the Ticketmaster queue, right? And it says your page is going to automatically refresh so you can get into the second queue line, because there's multiple queue lines on the fucking Ticketmaster website. And so it's automatically refresh, and it's just loading, right? It's 5 minutes past. I go, fuck, this shit's still loading. And it says, hang tight. We're going to get you into... No, you're not. I click refresh. There were 2,000 plus people ahead of me in this queue.
Oh, no. Okay, so I see why you're upset then, because you got fucked out of your spot.
It's their system doesn't actually automatically, and whatever.
Well, you know what happened? No, you know what happened to you? That's the real life version of the person who sleeps out at the box office overnight, but then falls asleep, and everyone when the box office opens, everyone's just well, you're asleep. Sorry, I'm gonna get my ticket.
Sorry, we're gonna move.
Your computer just fell asleep, so everybody walked in front of you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
can't blame Ticketmaster for that.
I guess I don't. Whatever. It's still Ticketmaster's soul system. Anyways, I wait patiently because I remember there were 2,000 plus people ahead of me for Taylor Swift, and I waited 5 hours in the queue line. Yeah, I had nothing better to do apparently. So I'm waiting.
It's a busy week at work, so
I'm waiting. I was oh, the line is moving faster. You can see my little bar, and I eventually get in. Thank God I do get in, because I got to buy 2 tickets to see Doja Cat.
So you got your tickets?
I did get
those
tickets.
Bastards.
God damn. I know. See, they get me again.
Wait a minute. So let me get this right. Okay. These motherfuckers had the balls to not only make sure that you were able to get tickets to Taylor Swift, one of the most exclusive concerts of the year.
Yeah.
But then they also made it so that you could pre-order tickets to the most exclusive concert of the year now, Doja Cat.
Yeah, I also did get Beyonce tickets.
But then they also had the balls to let your computer fall asleep and not kick you out. And then they had the balls to have enough tickets to sell you one.
Yeah.
You know what? Ticketmaster, get the fuck out of here. All right. I'm over you.
But still,
I'm over you being so consumer friendly with your competitive pricing and your ample supply.
Okay, hold on.
I'm done. I'm done with Ticketmaster.
Listen. Their competitive prices are a face value plus the fees that they add. Nah, I paid like my Beyonce tickets that I bought. Guess how much were just in fees I had to pay for?
So I'm not arguing any of that. I'm not arguing that the fees are not outlandish.
It's Ticketmaster's fault.
I'm not arguing that the fees are not outlandish. What I was told, and I don't remember who told me this, but someone told me that the prices on StubHub are more expensive than the prices on Ticketmaster. I can't remember exactly who told me that.
It's me because it's true.
Oh, it was you. That's right. You told me that. You told me that Ticketmaster's prices are less than the other places.
They are. That's the thing. Like, but listen though. Let's say you didn't get your pre-sale code, right? And then you have to settle for because you can't buy it on Ticketmaster anymore.
You got your pre-sale code.
If I didn't, because there's other concerts that I didn't get pre-sale codes for, and I would like to go, and now
yeah, but then they weed out the weak ones, which is why you get yours now. Okay, like that's
they weed out the weak ones.
Yeah, they don't want pussies going to Taylor Swift. Okay, they want hardened Ticketmaster thugs in that bitch. Okay. They want motherfuckers who are going to appreciate being up in that motherfucking concert because they know what they had to go through to get those tickets.
You're right.
And they had the balls to do it at a competitive rate.
Oh, fucking Ticketmaster. I don't know. I'm stuck with them forever. Okay.
I hope you know. I have to say this. Fuck the lore of the show. I totally get what you're saying. And I understand why that's frustrating, especially when you have so many artists talking about the fact that they don't want their tickets to be as expensive as they are and lower the price of their tickets. And then Ticketmaster will do some shitty shit, like just increase the price of the service fee so that the ticket is the exact same price. So I 100% get you. Your argument was so bad.
I don't know what to tell you.
I couldn't let it stand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll work better next time if there's another.
I believe in you. I believe that one day we're going to be able to have a conversation about Ticketmaster and you're going to be able to put me in my place on it. That's the hope and dream that I have for this show.
One day we'll get there.
One day.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this week. That was a serious conversation with Judy and Ryan. We hit everything from America's pastime to bitching about companies, which is really America's pastime. Thank you guys so much for the journey. Please remember to check us out on all social media, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, at TABPOD, and your local audio podcast. And I say local because let's be real, you got like one, maybe two, and then the rest of them are foreign to you, right? So Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. I almost did it again. And we appreciate you guys for listening, and we will talk to you next time.
Okay, bye.